Okay, great morning. Well, the January 6th commission is going to happen today, so let's pull some cards and see what is going to be the outcome of the January 6th commission today. The Hierophant. The Hierophant. So, it's about the leadership, that took place. So I think that it's going to be looking at how all roads point to 45. But let's look and see. Let's see the rest of the cards, what they have to say with that. So I'll do past, present, the difficulty, and clarification. Okay, let me move this back so I have some room for cards here. So far, we've got the well, digging deep. And I would say the January 6th commission has been digging deep. It's usually the card of you can get what you want, but you're going to have to dig deep to get it. Okay. Information that they've gotten. Okay. Digging deep, information being presented, new information about 45's fishtails and lies, the moon, yeah. So this is their work, the dark subject, things that were done not on the up and up, shall we say. So that's the past, looking at the information that's been shared about the time in question. Present, cutting. Cutting, new information, okay. Again, all new information. Well, we've had 3 out of 4 pages so far show up. So all of this is new information coming out today that's cutting through. Okay, the challenge, the health of the nation, and karma. Could be health, could be karma. Yeah, the devil, the dark deeds, the ego-centered things of 45, the things that are being held to, okay, the way that he tried to hold on to power through this obstruction and trying to overturn the government. Clarification, contract, yeah. How he was the one that was the head of juggling, yeah, the Republic Uglies and the MAGA crowd. So this is today's hearing is going to all the information that they've dug deep to get, okay, all these things that have been shared with them, okay. So what is the one that we're missing here? We got the cup, we got pentacle, we got the sword. Oh, action. Underneath of it, we've got the chariot, the way things had moved forward, okay, with him attempting to have his ship come in, shedding light on it, okay, about how he manipulated people for the January 6th happening, how he was the head of it, okay. Through this battle, okay, so they're going to want to come to calmer waters because this has been, you know, just a dark segment in our history. And yeah, the rest of it is about the investigation into his lies and his cons and the way he's tried to skew things to, you know, throw everybody under the bus for his dark deeds. He's very good at manipulating people and setting them up for the fall, okay? That's what he's excellent at, setting people up for the fall. He gets them to do his dirty work and then throws them under the bus. And it's amazing that he's done this over and over and over again, and people don't catch on. Their eyes are so filled with greed, and they think they'll be the ones that can control the situation, okay? But yeah, no. So it looks like today the whole thing is going to lead to the head of the snake, shall we say, the one that really set everyone up for this. So all roads point to 45 today. He's the instigator. He's the leader. He's the foundation. He's the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end of all this. So we'll have to see how this plays out, but it will, today's light on it will show that he is the one ultimately who is responsible for this. He's the one that set these people up. He's the one, through his lies and manipulation, was the cause of January 6th, bar none. So I'm going to leave this here. We'll have to see when it starts today what is coming out on that. Now, it's something that I want to see. There won't be any live testimonies today, as I understand, but all the other information that's coming from many sources, okay, about the truth of it, okay, the sentiments behind it, the truth of it, and then what actually took place on that day of January 6th, and how this was set up even before the election. Even before the election, Bannon couldn't keep his big mouth shut, thank God, and was crowing about it to a filmmaker about how stupid they are. They're so smart, you know, so cunning, yet so stupid, because these narcissists have to brag about what they're going to do, okay? But when are the consequences going to come down with this? So I think while we're at this, we're going to pull cards and see about, when are the consequences going to happen? What about consequences? Today's going to be proved absolutely that 45 is the head of the snake. Okay? The Hermit. It's about the investigation. Okay? The full-on investigation. So we'll do the present, because we know now what happened in the past. So we'll pull cards for the present. I think we'll do the present, the future, the challenge, and the light on it. So the present, we have the main man. So we'll pull all of the Lenormand first. The future, the gamble. The challenge, difficult, okay. Difficult, dark, difficult times. And the clarification is the path forward, okay. Picking the path. So what are we going to do? Let's see if we get more clarification. What are they going to do? Yeah, he gets indicted, and it's going to upset a lot of people. The MAGA crowd, the delusional ones. But you can't let, you can't let this slide. We're talking about democracy. So the present is again about the investigations into the main man. So we have today's thing about the January 6th, the head of the snake, and they've got the other things going on as well with the stolen documents. He still has documents, and now it's come out that once he had the subpoena, he had them moving documents and hiding them, okay? So the net is closing on this. So we have the action, they're thinking about all the actions because the yellow is mental realm. They are looking at the actions to take with this investigation into 45. That's going on now. What is the gamble? Gambling on the of the American people. Our lives, our values. What makes America America? Okay, that's the future. Okay, what is it we are going to present? What is it that we are going to put out there? Gamble with the American people. Okay, the contemplation, that's not the word I want. The challenge is this abuse of power. The egregious abuse of power that has taken place, which is, by 45, okay? That is a cross to bear for our country. So that's the challenge. What are we going to do with it? And the last one is the path. So hopefully this tells us what it's going to be. Not liking what has happened, not liking some things being presented, and action. Okay? Looking at this, the sword of truth underneath of it all, reevaluating. What's underneath here? The bridge and the tower moment. Okay, this is a tower moment for us. Let's see if it's going to tell us. It's about 45, the others involved, and the sword of truth. Beginning to raise that into, reality, rather than this fake drama that they want to put. We're back again to that King of Swords, which we had here. And this is about communications and the struggle we're having with this to get this out. Yeah, the burden with the letters of the law and things being held into. And then we come to the faithful and the investigation. It's going to be not a cheap one, it's going to be expensive. Investigation into those, I think, with wanting power, the whole Republican agenda type thing, because we have this attempted theft digging deep for this opportunity. So I think this is going to go further than just the January 6th insurrection. I think it goes with their plan of the steal, with the whole thing of trying to stay in power, okay? So this is a long-term anchoring in a new action forward. So I think that the whole thing here is going to be looking at the whole scenario when it comes to elections, when it comes to this falsifying of stuff. Not only January 6th, I think it's going to extend further into this whole attempting of manipulating to stay into power and control. And what are we going to do? What kind of laws and things are we going to put into place to stop this from happening again? So I think this is more of a long-term thing going. Again, we had the investigation and the American people, the abuses and not liking what has come forward with our overriding investigations. The investigations, okay? So I know most of us want to see action taken against 45, but there are so many others that are also involved in this, spreading this lie and amping this up. You know, we've got Giuliani and we've got so many of those. What was that fool that says, oh, January 6th was just a regular day at the Capitol? No big thing. I mean, really? So these liars, cheaters, con men, we're going to have to see. But today, the January 6th committee today is showing who's the snake's head, okay? And getting ready to cut the head of the snake. Now, what they're going to do, the cards are not telling us exactly about indictment, but it's got to come. I think this January 6th committee today will recommend to the DOJ reprisals against 45 for the insurrection. I think that will come out of today. So we'll have to sit and wait and see. But thanks for tuning in. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you online.